Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Right now, Nigerians may be looking at a self relief over the dialogue ongoing between the federal government and Twitter, the social media handle. But as it is right now, there seems to be an agreement. It depends on which fence you are in. But obviously, there's good news in the radar, but also it depends on also which fence you're actually in. Right now, before going to the news proper to find out what it is Twitter has finally agreed to do, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you'll see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the federal government on Wednesday said that Twitter has agreed to open its office in Nigeria in 2022. The Minister of Information and Culture, Mohammad, made this known after briefing State House correspondent at the end of the Visual Federal Executive Council meeting as FEC. He explained that the federal government's engagement with Twitter has been extremely positive without any acrimony. The minister said, and I quote, "We have made it clear that we want what we want from Twitter." They made it loud and clear what they want from Twitter. The end for amicable resolution is very much in sight. We appreciate the patience of Nigerians. I want to assure you that we have made very tremendous progress. We have met with Twitter both physically and in writing. We are actually almost there. Twitter have shown a lot of flexibility. The conversation has not been acrimonious. Mohammad added that although there are about 3 to 4 areas the two were yet to reach an agreement, Twitter has agreed to open office in the country in 2022. Let's look at this, the positive and of course the other side. Let's first of all give a thumb up for the first time to our federal government to start with. We are going to look at this in two ways. Now, with Twitter opening their office in Nigeria, at least one way or the other, youth will have a job. They will have a job. Twitter will have to employ some Nigerians one way or the other. They can work from home. They can work from the office. That's looking from the positive aspect, of course. We do not also know the content of the agreement. And one thing is certain, most Nigerians wouldn't want their data floating directly into the hands of the federal government. You know what it is. One of the strongest points of Nigerians, where they speak their mind openly, where the world gets to hear them, is actually through social media. So through social medias. And if for any reason their data is compromised on social media, then they have a lot to get worried over, which means for everyone who speaks, antagonizes against the government of the day, can be rest assured within 15 to 20 minutes or probably within 24 hours, you may be picked, And these are the things, privacy agreements that, of course, most social media handles have actually agreed before you sign on. But right now, we do not know the content of the agreement, but of course, even the Minister of Information, Mohammad, has agreed that there's some places they have not, come to terms with, to some 2, 3 areas, 2, 3, 4 areas. But one thing is certain, that they are getting positive vibes from Twitter, that they will open their office in Nigeria come 2022, which also means that in no distant time, the government may be looking at lifting up the ban. Okay. Now, that is the positive part, is that there's going to be jobs for Nigerians. One way, the negative part could be we do not know the kind of agreement they have signed, and Nigerians will likely get worried. Okay, should we get worried that because one of the reasons I could still remember that Jack gave was the fact that why he went to Ghana and not Nigeria was because of the issue of freedom of speech, rule of law, and all that. And Ghana is much, much, much more friendly, social media friendly, much more democratically friendly, and hence they chose Ghana over Nigeria. And it brought a lot of outcry here and there, but eventually, I could also remember that during the hashtag #EndSARS, social media played a lot of a role in it, and lots of things went down. And this is actually the social media era. So one way or the other, Nigerians need the social media. They need to communicate. Being that right now, physical protesting has its disadvantages in Nigeria right now. But in social media, you can speak up, make up your, make your voice heard, in a positive manner, of course. And you may not necessarily have to go through any form of physical harassment, but if for any reason there's a compromise in data, then by all means, Nigerians may likely not get too comfortable using that platform. But be that as may, they are not totally in sync yet, but based on the vibes that the Minister of Information and Culture is saying, that's Alhaji Lai Mohammad, so they are getting very positive vibes and likelihood that they will be lifting up from the ban. But I would, personal opinion, I would like a situation where, if they can make it the agreement public so that Nigerians will know what they're in for. But my personal opinion right now, this is just personal, I feel that anybody using any social media handle should be a bit more discreet. Okay, don't overdo it, because I know that for the the social media giant to, there has to be some sacrifices here and there, and let go of this, we'll let go of this, and, smile a little on this, we'll smile a little on that. There will always be, sacrifices here and there. It may or may not favor Nigerians. It may or may not go well with Nigerians. But in a nutshell, the government of the day may have the upper hand. So, like a head start, while you're using social media, be guarded in your speech. But there's still some persons who are like the Omoyele Sowores, the Adeyan Jews, the Nnamdi Kanos, that would rather speak up forever and never keep their mouths, never remain silent over, that's activism runs in their blood. And that also Aisha Yusufu, who will definitely not keep their mouth shut. When they see the wrong, they will speak out. Either which way, just get ready. Well, that's where we're going to wrap it up. This is definitely good news, and well, some persons will take the good news with a little pinch of salt, because the full content of the agreement is not fully known yet. And it's just a good news that in 2022 that Twitter will be coming to Nigeria, but they're still on dialogue on other modalities which are still not been made public yet. But I do know one thing, that Nigerians will eventually get to know. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. You now know that we should get your handles ready. It's about to go off. Then, all right, let's meet in our conversation. What's your take on this? Alhaji Lai Mohammed, the Minister of Information and Culture, has given us a head start on the positive vibes that is.